So we like the doors, and I don't know exactly what's going on with the glass next to the doors, but I like that too.
Tree.
It's a nice tree. Nice tree. Um, you know, I really like how it looks like kind of like a bomb shelter. Like it's really like flat and like spread out. Looks like a bomb shelter that just is like a slightly above ground. I would not be surprised if there's like an underground layer. The car in there matches the door, which is cool.
Dang.
I feel like it's in a nice neighborhood. You know, it's like you could play street hockey here. Like, I feel like it's not too busy, but not too quiet. Like, you could be friends with the neighbors. Probably. Not now, because, like, pandemic. It's fucking wide. It's a really wide. It's really wide.
Should I start?
Start whenever you want, whenever you feel inspired.
Okay, so what really comes out with me about this house is the word vintage. If you look at the door, it's a vintage door. You don't see that on many modern homes today. And another thing, you go back to the car. You know, that's a 1970s, 1980s Mercedes over there. Really nice looking car. So you could see this house is very vintage. This homeowner is very vintage. Very wide, very short. Again, not used to seeing many houses like this today. Very proportionate, so it kind of comes out, goes back in, and comes back out, which is very interesting. I really like the porch, too. I think it's a really big porch. You can do a lot of activities, a big yard, lots of stuff to do. What kind of activities? You can work out. You can do jumping jacks, you can do push-ups, you can play ball with your kids, you can do a lot of stuff on that porch, right? I think there's a lot of room. There's a lot of trees, which is really good for the environment, but also I think it takes away from the beauty of this house because it blocks a lot of the house. And when I want to purchase a home, I don't know if I want trees blocking my house. I want everyone to see my house and admire it. But I can't say negative things about trees. I do really love trees, and I hope trees stay around forever. I think that's all I got.
So one thing I really like about this home is it's all relatively kind of the same texture. Like you see the door entirely flat. The walls here, they're like pretty flat stone, relatively same color. It all gives a nice uniform feeling and nice. It just seems like the house is very in order. You know, if you look inside, I'd imagine, you know, furniture is in its place, coffee table is all cleaned up, you know, everything. There's not a mess in that home. Maybe because they have a cleaning lady, but who knows. Another thing I like, the foliage. When you're walking towards your front door and you have trees overhanging you, that's a magical experience. Makes you feel like you're in a movie almost. These trees, climbable. super excited to do that if you know, if we ever feel so inclined one day. Very nice use of glass in this house. A lot of long pieces of glass, which is, in my opinion, very aesthetic. Provides a lot of natural light, which is exciting.
Michael, I don't know how you did that voice, but you had a really nice voice.
Oh yeah?
It was so soothing. Welcome, humans.
Yeah. Welcome humans.
Yeah, oh no, that's so nice.
Alright.
Let's fucking get it.
Where should I go? Where should I be?
Anywhere. That's perfect.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so this house, I really like this house. I think it has a really nice ratio from width to height. I love the pillars at the front. The pillars are really cool. Really cool driveway, really cool garage. In the winter, you could toboggan at your own house, which is pretty cool. The only thing that I would say is very bizarre and it's sticking out for me about this house is that it looks very 2D and flat. You know, a lot of houses like that one over there you could see next door, it's 3D, you know, different levels, different sizes. This one, it just looks flat. That's really different and really bizarre, but I think it's still pretty cool. A lot of windows, so a lot of light can come in. Again, really cool door. I see in these episodes we've had some really nice doors, and this one doesn't disappoint either. But yeah, that's about it. I think that's about it. Yeah.
This is nice. The doors are great. The symmetry, this house is very symmetrical. Ruining my shot. One flaw, there's no trees. I don't know where their values are, but there's no trees. Values are in the trash. I like this like path. It kind of looks nice. Like you have a lot of room to do things. You could play catch with your dad or your brother, or you could do a backflip. But honestly, you should do a backflip on the grass because that's dangerous. I feel like it would be really cool if I can get out that window onto the top of that place, on top of the thing, and then you could like stand there and pretend like you own it and like you own and you rule the world or something, and you would feel very powerful.
One thing I like about this house is that they have chairs outside. You know, most houses don't have chairs outside. I noticed in this neighborhood some do, but really like, you know, it sucks to stay cooped up inside your house all this time, up in the quarantine. You want to get outside. You want to see the people, although, you know, not get too close these days. You want to still see the people. Are you zooming in on my face? Bro.
It's the most zoomed in you can possibly.
Bro, Evan, I've been meaning to talk to you and Matthew about this. No more zooming. Or at least very little zoom, please. Because like we were trying to talk about the house, and then you just have my face, and it's like, that's funny, but like, you know, come on. Another thing I like about this house is the home security. You know, you don't notice it, but if you look closely, 2 cameras, 1 camera near the front door. It's safe, it's secure. It's what you want in a time like this, you know, when somebody might be trying to get some toilet paper. One thing that's kind of unique about this that you don't see on many homes is you see the address. It's got the number and the street, which is unique. It's something I don't see often in houses, and I think it's appreciable. Windows are okay. That's it.